Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? I've had family and friends raving about the new Ling Ling ramen meals, about how good they are, and was told I should try one. So because I listened to my family, friends, and you, the people, I'm going to try Ling Ling's 8.65 ounce spicy miso chicken Tokyo style ramen, which consists of ramen noodles with tender white meat chicken and vegetables and a spicy miso broth. You can find these in the frozen food section in your local grocery store for $3.99. Yeah, freezer section for ramen? That doesn't sound right. And you guys know from past videos that frozen Asian foods usually don't fare well, but we're going to find out about this ramen in just a few minutes. Ramen is one of the most iconic Japanese soul foods, a craveable noodle soup. Tokyo style ramen is prized for its irresistible combination of delicious noodles, savory broth, and succulent toppings, which Ling Ling's chefs have faithfully recreated for the enjoyment of eaters around the world. Ling Ling's spicy miso chicken ramen combines tender white meat chicken, perfectly textured noodles, green onions, fire roasted corn, carrots, sesame seeds, and red peppers in an authentic broth worthy of the best ramen houses in Tokyo. Now it looks like there's a whole lot more whole ingredients in here than there really is. There's a lot of sub-ingredients in the mirin, the soy sauce, etc. that make the ingredient list look twice as big as it really is. I'm not 100% sure about the chicken being whole muscle pieces of meat, because whenever I see chicken breast with rib meat, I think it's a formed meat slurry concoction. Because how do you add the rib meat to the breast meat without grinding and mixing the two together? But then down here by its lonesome, we have dark meat chicken, which is my favorite. So things are looking up. Woohoo! The whole bowl has 380 calories, 8 grams of total fat, 2.5 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 20 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,480 milligrams of sodium, 56 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 4 grams of sugars, and 19 grams of protein. So let's unwrap our Ling Ling and get it heated up. The directions say to completely peel off the plastic film from the bowl, but that was a whole lot easier said than done. They must have epoxied this piece of plastic down, because it would not budge. Kind of like pulling Rosie O'Donnell out of an all-you-can-eat buffet. Ah! Boogeyman! Once the fight over the plastic was over, we added water to the fill line. Then microwave on high for 4 minutes and ensure it's cooked thoroughly to 165 degrees. Am I the only one who does not ever check the temperature of frozen foods? I'm all about food safety, to the point sometimes I can be anal. But I don't really see the need to check the temperature of a microwaved meal. Maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm stupid, but I think a little bit of common sense goes a long ways. If you too think a little bit of common sense goes a long way, hit that like button. I think everyone has a little bit of common sense. Some people just choose not to use it. If you want to keep up to date and see what I cook and eat on a daily basis without filming, follow me on Instagram. After microwaving on high for 4 minutes, our spicy miso chicken and Tokyo style ramen is ready. So we gave it a good stir, and it looked and smelled really good. What?
So this really does look good.
It smells good. And just looking at these noodles, they look like the noodles in the Campbell's condensed chicken noodle soup. Which if you're eating Campbell's chicken noodle soup, is a good thing. If you're not, it's not a good thing. Because the noodles in the Campbell's chicken noodle soup are very mushy, and they always have been. But to me, that's one of the things that made Campbell's condensed chicken noodle soup so good when I was a kid. Other than the mushy noodles in the Campbell's condensed chicken noodle soup, noodles should never be mushy. After trying the Samyang nuclear noodles last week, I have a whole different outlook on noodles. Those were by far the best ramen noodles I've ever had, and now I believe all ramen noodles should have the same taste, texture, and consistency as the Samyang noodles. So I wanted to try a piece of the chicken first, and it somewhat looked like a real piece of chicken, but after looking a bit closer, I'm skeptical. So into the old pie hole it went. It's a little bit dry, but it's good. It certainly feels like real meat. I just hate that they use chicken breast in every frozen or any other prepared meal. it would just be so much better and more flavorful. But overall, that was pretty good. And what I meant there when I said it would be so much better and more flavorful was for these manufacturers to use more dark meat chicken. And I know they mentioned dark meat in the ingredients, but I didn't really see any in here. Now let's give the ramen a try. And I was really hoping I was wrong about these noodles being mushy. But if you look really close, you can see they're losing their integrity and already starting to break. The noodles are way overdone. They're totally mush. But the overall flavor is actually pretty good.
I mean, you taste a little bit of the spiciness. It's not.
Oh, it's not spicy at all. It's definitely good. Just the noodles are just totally ruined. I don't know if it's because they've been frozen or what. The noodles are just non-existent. There's no texture to them. So I gave them one more try. No, I'm definitely not impressed with those. Just the noodles, you don't even really have to chew at all. They just kind of disintegrate as soon as they hit your mouth. Megan took one last bite of ramen too. And she pretty much concurred with my thoughts. I tried a spoonful of the broth by itself. And the broth certainly looked like it was full of flavor.
Can I help you?
The broth does have a really good flavor to it. I don't know exactly what it is. It's almost like a citrus and soy flavor. Something like that. It's not bad. But like I said, the noodles are crap, but the chicken was pretty good, and the broth was good. So with all of that said, Ling Ling Spicy Miso Chicken and Tokyo Style Ramen gets a 4 out of 10. If you'd like to help support the Wolf Pit, consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month. That's only $12 for the whole year. Or you can pledge more. That's up to you. Either way, every little bit's appreciated and helps me produce more high-quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.